Hey guys, it's Nate, the president of Soh-Koo-Doh Empire. Welcome to this week's episode of Redline Rundown. Got a new mic? Well, not a new mic, but trying something different. Um, so I was thinking about last week's episode and the episode before that, and some of you may not know who I am. So, brief introduction. Uh, Started Soh-Koo-Doh in 2020 after being in other car groups and things just not working out. I felt that I wanted to create a group that offered something to the car community. So I started Soh-Koo-Doh. What does Soh-Koo-Doh mean? Soh-Koo-Doh means speed in Japanese. Not because I'm someone that drives recklessly or speeds all over the place, but more so because life tends to come at you fast. Pause. You can't control the speed as to which life goes. Sometimes things may be slow, sometimes things may be fast, but you just can't control the speed of life. So with that being said, I think it was important to kind of incorporate some of that into the group I was looking to start. So now there are, at the time I was driving a Acura TSX. I became fond of, you know, Hondas and Acuras. So, I wanted to kind of keep the Japanese culture as part of the name of the group. So that's how, we ended up with Soh-Koo-Doh. And again, it's Soh-Koo-Doh, not Sudoku. I don't know why you guys keep moving the D. Stop moving letters around. Pause. But at the end of the day, just started that in November of 2020. It was not. I wasn't really nervous starting. I just kind of felt at peace with things and wanted to kind of move on to a new chapter. And once that started, we were off to a good start. Had my two VPs. We all, got banners and kind of kicked things off and started slowly growing. And there with anything there are ups and downs. Prior to starting Soh-Koo-Doh, I was already making T-shirts, so it seemed like a no-brainer to make apparel a big part of Soh-Koo-Doh. So again, I've been doing T-shirts for over 10 years now, and that's kind of why Soh-Koo-Doh is so strong with the merch side of things. So also been doing photography as well. So there's big foundations in photography and our merchandising. Kind of think I could say we have a lot more merch to offer than a lot of car groups. Not that that's better than them or anything like that. Just as something we offer. Think there's a little bit of something out there for everybody. We offer bathing suits for men and women, from your regular one piece to your bikinis. We have something out there for everybody. We are about to drop a boxing line, so keep your eye out for that. We have a Porsche collection, however you want to say it. So the merch is super diverse. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, SokudoEmpire.com. Take a look. I promise you, there's definitely stuff out there for everyone. So now, fast forward a couple of years, we started a chapter in Florida. We now, started a chapter in Arizona. So Soh-Koo-Doh has grown a lot since 2020. Right now, we're still looking to continue to grow. We're still accepting applications. To me, the biggest and most important thing is just offering someone a place where they can be themselves. I know the car community is a community where there are pressures to build your car to someone else's liking. There's pressure to follow trends. There's a lot of pressure out there, and sometimes that may not align with who you are as a person, and that's okay. That's why Soh-Koo-Doh is here. We're not here to pressure anyone to do specific things to their cars or anything like that. What I can tell you is I've seen people who were interested in joining the group and had a bone stock car and now have tons of mods after being in Sokudo, where you get to be around like-minded individuals who are modding their car, and they can help be a supportive voice for navigating something that may be new. Because truth be told, you're not born knowing everything there is to know about cars, and it's okay to ask questions, and you shouldn't be felt uh, or you shouldn't feel as if it's not okay to ask questions. Surround yourself with people who are okay with answering your questions and not ostracizing you and making you feel bad because it's a new territory for you. Now it's 2025. We're looking to continue to grow. Like I said, will there be new chapters in different states? It's anything's possible. Where April of this year, Soh-Koo-Doh Empire is officially an LLC. So that's something that we've been able to accomplish. So, like I said, our business portfolio is pretty large. Also, we did drop a multi-purpose cleaner and a detailing spray, Turbo Tidy. So, like I said, we've got a lot of different products out there. The cleaner and the detail spray work really, really well. I promise you. It is a trusted product. You don't have to worry about it, damaging your car. So definitely tap in with what we have to offer. I think I can say this with confidence that we do offer products that you can trust. Our apparel isn't the run of the mill cricket vinyl stuff where a couple of washes the shirt doesn't look the same. Like we have quality products that you can definitely trust. So we do have a bunch of people who have promo codes that you can use so you can get a discount on stuff. We also offer free shipping on all the products. So like I said, there's no reason not to tap in. But now as far as me, I drive a 2020 Honda Accord Sport. I've got a Mishimoto intake on it. I've got a Rev 9 exhaust. I've got a cargo box on top. Um, so not completely done with what I want to do to it. So we're still doing some mods. Um, but I've got the Heritage Heart Wheels, gloss black. So I'm working on it, but it is my daily, so I can't dump a ton of time and money into it. But at the same time, I am someone who has a full time job. I'm a dad, a husband, so I do have other things on my plate, so I get to things as I can. But don't let anyone else try to make you feel like you got to work at a different pace. Whether it takes you a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to accomplish what you're looking to accomplish, so be it. Be happy with the journey. The journey is what's most important. I think it's safe to say we've all been in a position to where we see things online where you may post a picture of a car or seen a picture of a car posted and someone's got nothing but negative things to say. Man, tune it out. You can't focus on the negative comments. You can't focus on the negative banter. Um, be the community you want to see. If you want to be negative and talk down to people on what they're working on, go be with those type of people. But for the most part, find people who are genuine in what they want and what they want to see in the car community. And that's kind of what I look to support and kind of try and keep those type of people around me. Now, today, we did get in our Tri-State United trophies. I'll be dropping a video for those later. I don't know if you've heard, but Sokudo Empire is one of the groups that's part of Tri-State United. It's a multi-grouped group of car groups that are from all over New Jersey, New York. And this will be our third year hosting an event. This year's event is in Paramus, New Jersey. We, definitely enjoy putting on an event that is much different than a lot of events. Kind of would like to say it's a little bit more down to earth, homegrown. But tap in, like I said, registrations are open. You can go to either thefolk.com to register, or you can, go to SokudoEmpire.com. You can get to the folk to get your registration or spectator tickets that way. The price will be different the day of the show, so save yourself some money. If you're in the close friends, or if you're in the Soh-Koo-Doh Empire channel, there is a discount code that I'll be sharing on a regular basis. I shared it yesterday. I'll be sharing it again either today or tomorrow. Get to save some money on tickets. But stay tuned for what we have to offer. Right now, I'm very optimistic as to where things are going. This is episode 3 of Redline Rundown. It's a work in progress. Gonna keep working, giving you content, working on things, and taking it as far as we possibly can. Catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.